Hi everybody and welcome to A Better You, your one-stop shop for everything self-improvement, self-discovery and self-care. I live in England and we are very much in the winter months. And I don't know about you, but I really struggle with the winter months. It brings me down. I find the short days really just a drag, to be quite frank. And I like going out for long drives, and it really limits what you can see in the winter time because of how short the days are in England. The sun tends to rise around probably 7:30 and it's already starting to set by 4 o'clock. So it really doesn't give us a lot of time. And to be honest, it's just not as fun in the winter. And so what I thought I would share with you today is some self-care tips and some general lifestyle tips as to how you can make the winter a nicer place to be and how you can really make sure that the winter is just as special a time of the year as the summer is. At winter time, when it can be cold outside, when the seasons change, when it's cold season and flu season, it's really important to still see the beauty in nature. This is one of my favourite things, to just go for a walk in the snow or the cold and feel that biting air on your cheeks. And then to come back and to really lean into the season. Pop up your baubles, pop up your lights, and enjoy the parts about winter that are really special and that we don't get to have at any other time of the year. I think especially in 2020, it's okay if you celebrate Christmas to celebrate it early. Get that tree up, get the lights up, and even if you don't celebrate Christmas, maybe just pop some fairy lights around your home just to bring a bit of that hygge into your winter home. In addition to that, it may be worthwhile to look into a sad lamp. This is a seasonally aided depression lamp, and you can see one with me as I work here. I find this really helps me to keep in a peppier state of mind, to just stay on my happier game, as it were. It might not work for everybody, but it has certainly helped me. I originally brought it after a holiday when I was feeling a bit of the holiday blues, but these lamps really do get you through the winter, and I would highly advise buying one for your winter self-care. One of my favourite self-care activities is to really focus in on some of the things that you enjoy doing indoors. So if you do get those rainy days where you really can't go out for a walk, then it gives you something to enjoy while you're stuck inside the house. One of my favourite hobbies is to draw, and you can see here I'm just finishing off a sketch of an eye. If you can't naturally draw, or if you don't have any hobbies, have a research on YouTube. It might be something that you can find a new hobby, you could follow a tutorial. Again, it just gives you a bit of time on you to really look after yourself. I am certainly not a perfect artist, but I do enjoy it, and I think this is the real key here. It's finding things that you enjoy, that you can take your time on. What I also find useful is to think about which of these hobbies you might be able to use as homemade gifts for Christmas. So you can see here, this is one example of this. This is called a junk journal. And it's literally, you get loads of old books and you get some note paper, you can coffee stain it, and you make these beautiful journals. And what I like to do with these is to make them into photo albums for family and friends. So this particular one is going to be an extra Christmas present for my mum. She loves Charles Dickens, he's her favourite author. And you can see it's an old Charles Dickens book. All of the original pages are intact, but I've added new travel themed pages and all kind of note pages and loads of pictures of our family and the grandkids. It's a really personalised present. It really brings a smile to somebody else's face. And again, it's something nice and easy that you can craft indoors that might just take your mind off the winter. You may think this kind of gift doesn't suit kids, but I've actually found that kids find it more special than anybody else. This particular one is for my daughter, and it's one of my old childhood books filled with different note pages that she can draw on, pictures of the family, little bracelets and things to find in there, and generally things that she will just find quite delightful. A gift that you can give a kid that they can keep forever. And next is the usual category of self-care. So this is my Lush bath bomb. It's actually a bubble bar, the mermaid tail, into a nice hot bath and just sit in it and relax. I'm also going to add some of my children's bubble bath just because it turns the water into a really beautiful deep purple colour. As my bath is filling, I like to pop a jar of coconut oil into the bath so that by the time I'm in there, it's all nice and melted. Light some candles and prepare my body for a bath. So in my self-care hours, I like to take off any nail polish for a nice fresh start for afterward. Dry body brush as well, just to make sure that my skin is smooth and ready to soak. I set myself a clean and cozy pair of pajamas ready for when I'm out of the bath, and with all that done, I sink into the nice hot water. One of my favourite products for the winter time is hyaluronic acid, and this helps your skin to absorb the moisture that you put on it. So I like to put this on my skin before I pop on my moisturiser. I also love a heated eye mask, and this just really helps me to relax as I sink into that bath. I find that my feet really suffer in the winter, and so I like to do these foot nourishing sock masks, which just allow your feet to really be moisturised throughout the winter months. Once I'm back out of the bath, I like to paint my toenails and paint my nails. As much as nobody really sees your toenails in the winter, I just feel like this is one of those self-care things. I know they're there. It feels better if I'm all neatly sorted and looking my best. This is a fairly basic nail polish colour, but I just think for the winter, when I tend to wear quite neutral colours, quite greys and that kind of thing, it's just a nice, easy colour that matches everything. And another great tip is to make sure that you surround yourself with nature and with candles. Get into that hygge vibe and make sure that you enjoy the outdoors. This particular walk, we went to Skipton, and they have a cave in Yorkshire that used to be a hyena den way back when, which was pretty curious. Winter walks are a bit of a nightmare on your lips, so do take chapstick into the car, and then you can make sure that they're nicely moisturised for afterwards. Burt's Bees is fantastic. Of course, it wouldn't be winter self-care without food. Roast potatoes, spicy chicken drumsticks, and cinnamon carrots. Thank you very much for watching the video today, guys, and I hope you found some top tips for making your winter a bit more cozy, a bit nicer to be in. I hope you have a lovely, happy winter, and I hope the holiday season is fantastic and you have lots of time with your family. Please do like this video, please do subscribe for more self-care, self-discovery and self-improvement content, and share the video as well. And finally, please do let me know, do you have any extra tips? What are some of your top tips for making the winter a bit of a nicer place to be?